an addict, person in long-term recovery. It's an honor and privilege to be here. I want to thank Amanda for asking me to come out and share a little bit about my story, a little bit of hope. Thank you to everybody who worked so hard to put this event on, and it's important that we continue to do these events. We continue to be in the community. To everybody out there who's here, in honor of a loved one that they've lost through this disease, like tonight is for you, tonight is for them, we honor their lives and continue to be the voice for all those that can't be with us here today, The disease of addiction was active in my life long before I picked up a substance, right? Like, my father was an active drug addict for the better part of my life, and I knew about this disease, like I knew what it did, and the disease of addiction didn't care that I didn't want to be like my father, right? It didn't care that I didn't want to continue to put my mother and my sister through years and years of more continued pain and suffering, right? That I'm sure so many people out here can identify with, right? Like as addicts, one thing that we can all identify with is the feelings, right? I know for me growing up, I felt different, felt less than, felt like I wasn't good enough, right? And I can remember that first time, I was 11 and 12 years old and smoked weed for the first time, and all those feelings went away, right? I felt okay, I felt comfortable, I could be okay in Pete's skin, and I said to myself, this is what I have to do every day to feel like this, right? And that came with a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, and it took me to places and situations that I never wanted to be a part of, Going through high school, I never found my drug of choice at that point, I was an athlete in high school, so it was on the weekends we'd go out and drink and party and smoke, and during the week we had games, we had practices, you know what I mean? So I didn't think, I didn't see a problem with anything, right? I went on to graduate college and was recruited to play college lacrosse, where a little blue pill was presented in front of me, right? And I had no idea that little blue pill was going to change the trajectory of the better decade of my life, I had no idea that that little blue pill was going to, put me in situations that I never thought was going to be a case for me, right? That little blue pill would turn into years and years of in and out of detox, in and out of treatment centers, right? That all the lines in the sand that I drew for myself, I crossed, right? At the end of my using, it became homelessness, not having anywhere to go, no family that wanted to be a part of around me, withdrawing from substances in a jail cell, and finally, my pain became great enough and I became willing to change, Today, I'm a member of a 12-step fellowship, you know what I mean? I'm a member of Narcotics Anonymous, and it's completely saved my life, Last month in July, I celebrated 4 years clean, and today, my life is... Today, my life's unrecognizable. You know what I mean? Today, I have a family, I have an incredible relationship with my mother and my sister today. I'm a present uncle in my niece's life. My niece is 2 years old and she's never seen her uncle high, and that's super important to me, right? And I get emotional because my experience, I don't have children of my own, but my experience with my father, we used drugs together, you know what I mean? Me and my father got high together, and I look at that little girl and I know that I feel blessed and honored that doesn't have to be her situation, right? She doesn't have to experience that and go through that pain, When I got clean, very early on in my recovery, I was given an opportunity to get into the field, I took a job at a local detox where I started to help people, and I started to find a purpose in life, right? And was super passionate about this, and through doing that, more opportunities presented themselves, right? And today, I work at New England Medical Group. We have 6 locations throughout Massachusetts. We're a behavioral health outpatient treatment provider, right? We have PHP and IOP levels of care. We have programs for adults. We have programs for adolescents, right? I have a table out there. If you haven't been able to come by, if you want to learn more about what we do, we have a full fleet of services, including group therapy, individual therapy, case management, psychiatric services, medication management. We have an alumni program, a family support program, where we can really treat the family as a whole unit, you know what I mean? And not just the individual that's in treatment. Again, I want to thank Amanda and thank everybody for putting this event on, and for everyone out there, like I said, who's here in memory of a loved one. We do this for them, you know what I mean? Tonight is for you guys, tonight is for them, so that we continue to be the voice for all those who aren't able to do with us tonight. Thank you.